This is the side hustle that everyone can do, and it will make you money that might shock you. Whether you're a business person, an entrepreneur, self-employed or employed, every one of you can, especially if you have unique expertise, you have a unique story, you have a unique experience, or you have extraordinary knowledge. Now, I want you to listen to me closely. As the year begins, 2026, you should have something that gives you passive income, that gives you 100,000 here, 1 million there, 2 million there, 5 million there. Today, I'm going to teach you how to create it, how to develop it, and how to stay receiving passive income. You know by now that our business model is that knowledge is capital. When utilized, when shared, it can increase your income, impact, and influence. So let me show you how you can monetize your knowledge and make money. Every one of you who is listening to me up to now, you can write a book. First way to live, you can write a book and you can make money from it. By the end of this video, I'm going to solve your fears. Your first fear is, I don't know how to write. I'm not good at English. Your second fear, I don't have enough knowledge to share in the book. Your third fear, you don't know how to write a business model on a book. You don't know how to market it. You don't know how to get buyers. So let me solve it once and for all. And I'll teach you how it actually makes you insane money. Number one, writing. You don't need to write the book yourself. If you do have the knowledge, if you do have the experience, if you know your story, all you have to do is get someone we call a ghostwriter. Now, ghostwriters, these are experts in writing, and usually they're not very expensive. These are experts in writing that you can search for on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok. Meet them, they'll interview you and turn what they've listened from you into a book. Now remember, ghostwriters are almost everywhere these days. So you don't have an excuse. But I understand. Someone would say, but I'm not very well with dealing with people for now. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to recommend. Every day, record yourself sharing that lesson, sharing that part of the story. And after you record yourself, put the recording in the different AI tools that we have that will transcribe and turn your audio into text. Option 2, get a transcriber to turn your audio into a book. Option 3, get someone who can just interview you, record you, and then transcribe your script. After you transcribe your script, get a writer. Now, this is where the ghostwriter comes in. It may not be a ghostwriter, it could be an editor, it could be someone who has done this before. Because they have a script already, it will be easy for them to turn it into a book. Now, someone would say, okay, now I've understood. I am only playing around not to have a book. So, but the problem, I don't have the knowledge sufficient to share. My friend, that's a lie. You see, in knowledge-based business, level 1 of creating a knowledge-based business, you must acquire valuable skills, knowledge, or experience. Now, this business model suggests that it can be two-way. Two-way means you can start with a problem, and then when you identify the problem, you look for the proficiency. Proficiency means skills, knowledge, experience to solve this problem. So you start with the problem and then go study, go learn, go for apprenticeship to get the necessary skills, stories, or knowledge to solve this problem. So someone has unique experience, a unique story, unique skills, unique knowledge, and then they wonder, how do I use my experience, knowledge, and skills to solve what problem? I'm talking about books that share something of value, that solve a problem, that lead someone from some pain to some pleasure, that guide someone from a challenge to a solution, that promises a transformation, a protection, or some satisfaction. Not the pleasure of learning about you. We can only learn about you, we desire to learn about you if we already knew you. If we don't know you, we don't care about what you did, what you went through. So because you're not popular and famous, please be humble. Don't share with us your life story. Maybe if your life story has something of value, it shares. For instance, if you're a first mother and you struggled to bring teens in life, and you struggled to bring twins in life, you can write a book targeting new mothers and new nalongos on how to handle twins. There, we are going to buy it because we are learning from you on how to deal with twins. I'm also a first mother, I'm a first nalongo. But if you're just telling us, I experienced nalongo sheep and twins, no, we don't care. Are we picking something on how to deal, to handle, to raise, on how to be mothers to twins, on how to be mothers as first mothers? So you either identify a problem and deliberately look for that knowledge and then turn that knowledge with your experience into a book. Or you already have the proficiency, you have the knowledge, the skills, and write down how you'd guide someone into a solution they're desiring and solve their problem in a book. Now, someone will tell me, but is that a business? But is that business viable? Would it make me money? Before I teach you how this business model works, let me show you whether it makes any sense. So let's assume you published a book that you're going to sell at 50,000. And at NASA, whoever the printing company you got or publisher, it costed you about 10,000 to publish. Because that's the average price, depending on the copies you're putting up. Minus 10,000, you'd remain with a 40,000. Now, before we talk about any other operational costs and time and what it costed you to look for the knowledge and so on, let's just take it as a business sense, as direct, as literal as it is. We shall go into the nitty-gritties of business later. Let's assume you manage to sell 10 copies of your book. 10. It means you have made 400,000. 10. 10. Meanwhile, your siblings, your mother, your father, 10 copies. You've already made 400,000. Should you sell 100 books, you now sell to your clansmen, OBs, workmates, you've made 4 million. That year, you've made 4 million from just your books. Should you expand your reach, every workshop you attend, every conference you attend, every video you make, every contact person you find, you sell your book? Should you put in adverts to promote your book or build a personal brand around what you are talking about and sell 10,000 books? You have made 400 million. That's a simple business model. So the question would be, how do you get clients? Number one, create awareness. Either attend events. Number two, build a personal brand online. So literally, almost every clan member of yours, if they are 100, if they all volunteer to sell 10 books of yours, the nitty-gritties is what we teach in our program called Monetize Your Genius. But before you know whether you have any genius zone to monetize, if you just want to find out whether there's something you can monetize, whether through a book or any other communication products, just reach out to us and I will give you a free one-on-one session just to find out whether you have skills, knowledge, a story that you can monetize. All you have to do, click the CTA above my name that says interested, the word that says interested, put in your phone number and name, and then we shall reach out. Alternatively, if you're on YouTube, find the link in the description and register. For those who have found any value in this video, please share and comment. That's how you motivate me to make more videos. Thank you.